My name is Jason. I go by Professor Sports Cards. Over the next 10 weeks, we're going to take a look at the current top 10 NFL quarterbacks. We're going to dive into their rookie cards, prices, and PSA pop counts. Today's episode is really one of the more interesting in the series because we're going back to 2005. By going back to the past to look at a future Hall of Famers rookie cards, well, that's going to give us a lot of data and insight to current quarterbacks and maybe what fate has in store for their card prices. Keep in mind, we're going to go over every single Aaron Rodgers rookie card, their price, and the PSA pop count. But before we get there, let's go back to 2005, and Aaron Rodgers had a very interesting draft story.
Aaron Rodgers, quarterback from Cal, continues to wait.
Aaron Rodgers and Alex Smith both had a 50-50 chance of being drafted first overall in the 2005 draft. And most analysts expected whichever quarterback that wasn't taken first would be selected very soon after.
The drama, he keeps getting passed on and passed on.
A couple of weeks ago, Aaron, you were the clear-cut number one. What's changed over that time?
Yeah, I wish I could tell you.
More on Aaron Rodgers and his draft day story to come, but as always, we start with the player's most populated rookie card, and that's the 2005 Topps Base PSA 9. There were 3,766 in that grade. The card is currently selling for $120. You can see last year it was valued at about $140, and there's been sales as low as $75 over the past 6 months. In a PSA 10, there are 3,255 copies, and it's currently selling for $250. Now, the PSA 10 grade has definitely been more volatile since he joined the Jets. This card was selling for about $500 last year, and currently the last 6 months it's been steady at $300.
Forget franchise quarterbacks. Forget franchise. Aaron Rodgers will be solid. How far he drops is going to be the storyline of the day, but somebody's going to get themselves a fine, solid starting quarterback.
After looking at his base tops, here is 2005 Topps Chrome in a PSA 9. There are only 769 of them, and it holds a value of about $300. In a PSA 10, there are far fewer, only 254, and that's why the price tag is high at almost $1,500. Not counting serial number and autographed rookie cards, depending on your count, Aaron Rodgers has about 14 base rookie cards. So far, we looked at Topps and Topps Chrome, and stay tuned because we're going to look at every single one.
San Francisco has the first pick. They need a quarterback. Guess what? Aaron Rodgers is right across the bay. They've seen him play at Berkeley.
It's about being the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. So you can imagine my disappointment in 2005 when they decided to go a different direction.
By my count, Aaron Rodgers has 3 cards in his Cal jersey. We'll start with his Upper Deck rookie debut. There are only 152 total graded and just 58 in a PSA 10. On June 3rd, 2023, an SGC 9 sold for $100. Last PSA 10 sale I could find was back in December of 2021, where it sold for $235 in a PSA 10. Next up, we have Aaron Rodgers' 2005 Topps Draft Picks. There are 4 times as many copies graded with PSA, 320 in a PSA 10. On June 30th, a PSA 10 sold for $111. A PSA 9 copy sold for $50 on June 19th, 2023. The last rookie card with Aaron Rodgers in a Cal jersey is his 2005 Playoff Prestige. I triple checked and card number 151 only has 20 total copies graded with 6 in a PSA 10. There truly are only 20 copies graded. It would make a lot of sense for the last sales here to take place April 28th at $45 raw. Before that, it was January 23rd in a PSA 9 for $80. January 10th in a BGS 9.5 for $125. And the last PSA 10 sold was January 3rd, 2023 for $117. The limited sales history does support this tiny pop count.
With the 24th selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Aaron Rodgers, quarterback to California.
What do you think? Does that look like a happy face come draft night? How about here after he gets his jersey? Sounds like a guy that might end up with a chip on his shoulder. Let's compare the first pick to the 24th pick. Not to mention the Packers still had Hall of Fame and Green Bay legend Brett Favre at the helm in the midst of his career. Aaron Rodgers would sit behind Brett Favre for 3 years. And Favre didn't necessarily do him many favors over that time. Next, we're looking at 2005 Topps Total Aaron Rodgers rookie card. There's just over 500 total graded and 148 copies in a PSA 10. The most recent sales, the card sold in a PSA 9 for $50 on June 29th, and in a PSA 10, it sold on June 30th for $245. There was another PSA 10 sale June 4th for $200. Next is a card that has many more copies graded. This is his 2005 Score. There are 613 copies at a PSA 9 and 554 copies in a PSA 10. And most recently, on July 6th, a PSA 9 copy sold for $58. And on July 5th, a PSA 10 copy sold for $140.
You came in the game because the guy in front of you got hurt, and no one knew who you were, and now no one knows who he is, and that's the way it works. And so you need to always be looking over your shoulder. And even when I had won 3 MVPs in a row, from the outside looking in, you may have thought, that guy's not worried about his job. I always was worried about my job.
We're going to get to the rest of Aaron Rodgers rookie cards in just a moment. After we finish looking at all his rookie cards, we're going to compare to the weeks prior Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers and see what we can find out. Not only that, really quickly we have to talk about something. I am 37 years old. I started watching football in 1991. Brett Favre got drafted that year and started playing for the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers have only had 2 quarterbacks in my lifetime in 37 years. Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, there might be a guy here and there filling in, but that's been it. That's amazing. Jordan Love, you have huge shoes to fill, but right now I want to go backwards and look at Brett Favre's rookie cards and his prices to add to this quarterback collection of pop counts and prices. I figured I'd show you how I'm getting some of the pop counts. If we go down here to indexes, this is Card Ladder, and here we're going to type in Brett, and Favre should come up pretty quickly. There he is. And we can go to his cards. I'm going to type in 1991, which is probably all he has in there anyways. He only has 2 cards. Now, this Stadium Club card, which is the only card here, unfortunately, this was my pinnacle card growing up. This was kind of like my holy grail. This and the Magic Johnson Larry Bird rookie card. I loved this card. In 1999, I was 14 years old. Brett Favre had gone to 2 Super Bowls, won 1 of them, and currently you could buy this in a PSA 10 for $200. There's 1,977 copies in this PSA 10. If we look at it in a PSA 9, there are 6,000 copies, and because of that, it's only selling for $30. So if you could swing it, you'd want to get the PSA 10. There are a lot of copies in a PSA 9, and if you just want a Brett Favre rookie card in your collection, you can get one, his best rookie card, for $30 right now. Brett Favre roughly has 10 base rookie cards. Here's his 1991 Ultra in a PSA 10, last sold for $42. 1991 Score rookie card, PSA 10, sold July 8th for $47. 1991 Pro Set Platinum, PSA 10, selling for $41 on July 3rd. Action Pack were pretty cool cards. His 1991 PSA 10 sold for $72 on July 2nd. Finally, he has 2 rookie cards in the upper deck. Card number 647 sold for $40 in a PSA 10, and card number 13 sold for $50. Last thing we have to mention about Brett Favre is ever since he retired, and even before he retired, he's pretty much been in the media and in public light always for negative things, and it's definitely affected his rookie card prices, especially recently. Thanks for watching. Back to the show. Let's recap the Aaron Rodgers rookie cards. These are his 3 base rookie cards and his Cal jersey. They all sell for relatively right around the same price, $100. Whenever I see a pop count of 6 in the Prestige, that always makes me a little leery. Either I messed something up or it's just listed wrong. However, there have been so few sales, and the last PSA 10 was sold over 6 months ago. If this pop count were true, go and get one of these. The next 3 are what I consider the biggest 3 for Aaron Rodgers: his Topps, Chrome, and Bowman. For current players, I compare that to Don Russ and Optic, as well as Prism. In just a couple minutes, we're going to do a deeper comparison between Rodgers, Mahomes, and Burrow. Nevertheless, Topps PSA 10, Rodgers has the most. It's his highest populated. There are 3,254, and it's selling for $250. His Bowman, there's only 179, and it seems like a possible steal at $500. And probably the creme de la creme is the Topps Chrome. There are 254 of them, and the price tag proves it. It's selling for $1,450. The next three, these two Heritage and Upper Deck, I'd consider in a class together. The Upper Deck, they're only 74 to PSA 10, selling for $350. The variation card in the middle is a variation in 1958, but I just like it so much. They're only 63 in a PSA 10, currently selling for $260. And Heritage, just his base card PSA 10, is currently selling for $200 with a pop count of 178. One thing you'll notice as we scroll through the rest of his cards and his prices and pop counts is his pop counts are very low. Score 554, Bazooka 242. Here we have Kickoff at 84, and it's selling for $130. The thing that stands out the most and foreshadowing is Aaron Rodgers, and back in 2005, the pop counts were just lower. His UD Rookie Premier does has 1,700, and it holds a price of $150 in a PSA 10.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 years after taking over for Brett Favre, does what Brett Favre never did do, and that is win the Super Bowl MVP and hoisting the Lombardi Trophy for Green Bay.
Brett Favre is coming and going. When he came to New York City and he retired, I can remember Brett Favre sitting right here, and I said, "So I understand you've retired," and it was in all everywhere, and he says, Now, was this for you his backup? Did this become a distraction as you were taking his place on the team?
I don't think it was a distraction. I think, I was the guy that took all the reps in the off season, and he was the guy that took all the reps during the season. So
yeah,
it's kind of worked out.
So there's a certain justice in this, then, there isn't there?
You know what?
I think so.
As we just discussed, these are Aaron Rodgers' three most notable rookie cards. You'd be happy with any of the three. Topps always holds value just because it's a staple going back over 70 years. Bowman actually started before Topps, and Topps bought him out back in the 50s. And then, of course, Topps Chrome is the elevated premium brand. In this comp here, Don Russ would be the comp to Topps back then. The optic would probably be Bowman, and then Prism would be the highest or most elevated brand. And it shows in the price here with the Mahomes selling for $4,600 with just $920 in a PSA 10. If we were just to single out one card each, probably their best base card, or money was an option, the one you would get. Let's focus on the biggest things that stand out to me. Joe Burrow's best card is $6,200 in a PSA 10. Aaron Rodgers' best card has $254 in a PSA 10. Now, it's 3 times more expensive at the moment. And I know Rodgers' career is ending and Burrow's career is kind of beginning, but if I had to bet whose card was going to age better over the next 10, 20, 30 years, yeah, my money is all over that Rodgers card. The Mahomes card is much trickier. You can see it's still a far less than current modern Joe Burrow or more current players' pop counts. Mahomes also is that rare player that feels like the Michael Jordan or Steph Curry of the NFL. I don't think anyone will be surprised if Mahomes wins 2 more Super Bowls before either of the other guys wins 1. At the end of the entire 10 quarterback series, we'll do a deep comparison between everything. But the thing I notice right now is look at these pop counts. 2,400 Mosaic, 1,100 Illusions, the Optics at 1,600, 6,000 in Prism. They're just a lot higher. This is 2020, and I would assume that 2019, 2021, the pop counts are all this in this range, and that's what we'll find out in the coming week. I meant to put this earlier in the video, but I forgot. It'll be a neat way to end up. This is a good reminder to always watch the videos to the end. I try to pack the videos with as much information as I can. Sounds like it could be fun. I'm not sure it would be profitable, but if you wanted to go Aaron Rodgers rookie card hunting, there's 36 packs in the Score hobby box, and it's selling for $240 on eBay. Look at 2020 boxes after this and see the price, but this seems reasonable. $255 for a box of Upper Deck chasing Aaron Rodgers rookie card. Saw that the PSA 10 in a Topps Chrome is currently going for $1,500, the same that this box just went for, $1,430 for a 2005 Topps Chrome hobby box. They're asking $425 for Topps 2005 first off the line. And Bowman Chrome, which is an auto rookie card, the box is selling for $500. Here's 2020 prices. Select going for $1,800. This is chasing Joe Burrow. Here's the Optic for $1,500. Panini Playbook for $500, so that's the cheapest of the bunch. Finally, the most expensive, the Prism, going for $2,800. That's first off the line, 2020, chasing the Joe Burrow rookie card.
Videos are fun to make, informative. Give me a like and subscribe so you never miss one. I come out with a rookie card video every Sunday.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that? A discount double check? That's when we comb through your policies to make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
Where's your teacher?
Get out of here. Aaron Rodgers got his. How about you?
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check. Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move. The discount double check? No, it's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right. Raji, drop it.
Show me what you got, Raji.
What is this?
Come on now. You said you were a dancer.
Where are you going, buddy? Come on back.
You could save big.
Discount double check.
Discount double check now!
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.